Game one is in the books, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not too worried. I mean, it wasn't a pretty game. It wasn't even an ugly game. It was a horrendous game by the Mavericks. A 109-97 loss to the Los Angeles Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. There's a lot of things that went wrong with this game. A lot of things that we need to adjust and work on and pray that the team just fixes come game two on Tuesday. There are a few things that we can talk about that are good, but for the most part, there's a lot of work to do. But like I've said in the past few videos, game one and game two is kind of like a feeler game. The team just needs to see how well did the Clippers prepare, how well did we prepare, and how do we adjust going forward. But like I said, I ain't really that worried. But we're gonna break down today's game, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavericks Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we start with today's video, 56.5% of you guys watching are not subscribed. The number is slowly going down day by day. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, all the live streams, the news vids, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But in today's matchup against the Los Angeles Clippers, game one of the first round of the playoffs, we stunk it up, where we actually only scored 8 points in the second quarter. But from opening tip-off, we looked very rusty. Just the shots weren't falling. The defense was horrible. Zubac was just destroying Gafford down low. We even tried to switch off and put Lively. That didn't really work. The man was just unstoppable. Finished with like 20 points and 15 rebounds. Outperformed both of our bigs, and including Maxey, who at one point we did try to go small ball, throw Maxey in there. Things just weren't working for us. And even Luka and Kyrie weren't able to get things going in the first half. Like I said, 8 points.
And to the
8 points. 8 points in the second quarter. I'm all over the place, but it was 8 points in the second quarter. It was horrible. Unacceptable for the playoffs. And we're going to break things down here. But let's go ahead and look at this box score for the Dallas Mavericks. PJ had 11 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 7 rebounds. It was 2 of 7 from 3. Derrick Jones Jr., 0 points, 2 blocks, 1 rebound. Daniel Gafford, 3 points, 1 block, no rebounds at all. Kyrie Irving had 31 points, had 2 steals, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. Was about 3 of 6 from the three-point line. And Luka Doncic finished with 33 points. 1 steal, 6 assists, 13 rebounds, was 4 of 12 from 3. Off bench, Maxey gave you 3 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Max got a little bit of garbage time, same with Dwight Powell and AJ Lawson, Jaden Hardy. However, Tim Hardaway Jr., 6 points, 3 rebounds. Derrick Lively, 3 points, 3 blocks, 4 rebounds. And Josh Green, who only played 9 minutes but had a lot to give in those 9 minutes, gave us 4 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Didn't miss any of his free throws. The man was 4-4. It was lovely. At least someone knows how to get to the line. It was just rough from start to finish. Well, really just start to the half. Just missing shots. Just lapses on defense where we just weren't allowed, or we weren't able to stop the Clippers. They were getting threes left and right. It was like they couldn't miss. Everybody was hitting shots. James Harden looked like the Rockets' James Harden. Even Russell Westbrook off the bench was hitting shots too. And Kyrie and Luka in the first half was struggling to get anything going. And with this Dallas Mavericks team, if Luka and Kyrie are struggling, it seems like everybody starts to struggle. I mean, PJ was able to hit a 3 early on, but after that, it really wasn't much from anybody. Like I said, Daniel Gafford was struggling. He actually went down. I want to say it was like late in the second quarter. He like tripped over his own foot. It did not look pretty, but he came back, and I'm sure it was nothing too serious. However, in the first half, it was horrible. It was just horrible defense. 8 points. 8 points. 8 points in the second quarter. That alone was a difference maker. And of course, we've seen this Dallas Mavericks team pull themselves out of large deficits, try to just make that push, and we're very clutch and we win close games. We've seen it happen before, but you can't rely on that every single game. And with this game, it just 8 points is just unacceptable. In a playoff game, no one can get a shot off. Our defense wasn't there. It was just horrible. But in the second half, things turned around. We scored about 33 points in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, we scored, I think, 30 or 32 points. The Clippers scored like 22. So we were making a push. We were trying. I mean, I saw Luka play great defense in the second half. He was obviously just fed up and just annoyed with how the game was going. And I know a lot of people are going to blame the refs, and that's something that I try to avoid when I can. But honestly, the refs really weren't the problem. But when we look at the box score for the Clippers, it was really quick. Paul George had 22 points, had 1 steal, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. He shot 4 of 12 from 3. Zubac had 20 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 15 rebounds alone. James Harden had 28 points, 2 blocks, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. Terrence Mann had 13 points, 2 assists, and 9 rebounds. Amir Coffey had 6 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. And off the bench, Mason Plumlee had 2 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Westbrook, 13 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He shot 2 of 4 from 3. And Norman Powell gave you 5 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. He was 1 of 2 from 3. Now, if we look down below, the Clippers shot 46% from the floor, 50% from 3. They hit 18 threes. And they were only 11 of 13 from the free throw line, where if we look over on the Dallas Mavericks, we shot 38% from the floor, 30% from 3, and we shot 75% from the free throw line, but we were 25 of 33. 25 of 33 versus 11 of 13. That alone, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you can blame the refs, I understand, but from what I saw, there was a lot of, not missed calls, but a lot of times the refs were just letting the guys play physical. A few things I was like, are they going to call that on us? But they didn't call it, and vice versa, obviously. But we went to the line a lot more than the Clippers, so we can't really blame the refs too much. There was a play where Maxey apparently fouled James Harden on a 3, where I thought James Harden just kicked his leg out, and Jason Kidd didn't challenge it. People are upset by that, and I get that. And I will say, this loss is not on Jason Kidd. It was not Jason Kidd's fault that we only scored 8 points in the second quarter. It wasn't Jason Kidd's fault that Gafford and Lively, and to a further extent, Maxi Kleber could not handle Zubats down low. It wasn't his fault. I think Jason Kidd was really just trying to feel out the game, trying to see what was the right adjustments to make, and hopefully game 2 we bring things around. But I don't blame Jason Kidd. If anything, the blame goes to everybody, and that includes Luka and Kyrie. And yes, Luka and Kyrie, they finished with 30 plus points each. Cool. But Luka had like 11 points at halftime, and Kyrie had like 9. Of course, it turned around in the second half. But come playoff time, now that we're here, Luka and Kyrie need to set the tone for the rest of the team from the jump. By those two not able to get it going, the rest of the team kind of just fell apart. No one else could find the shot. Kyrie and Luka were trying to get their offense going, and if they're not getting going, no one's going to get it going. Kyrie and Luka from the jump have to set the tone on offense for the rest of the team. Our defense, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either, if that makes sense. I didn't really see much from Dante. But from PJ and Derrick Jones Jr. doing a great job holding Paul George only to about, I think, 6 points in the first half. In the second half, things just kind of fell apart. But however, I saw there are some good things to talk about. But like I said, man, the 8 points is ridiculous. Per Grant Afseth, who I've had on this channel just recently, had this to say. So the Mavericks had only 8 points in the paint for an entire half. The team shot 9 of 40 field goals and 2 of 18 from 3. Luka Doncic shot 4 of 13 field goals and 1 of 7 from 3. Kyrie Irving was 1 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3. Free throws accounted for a third of their points, just a brutal half of offense. And he's talking about the first half. And it was just horrible. It was just horrible. And I understand a lot of people say that the first game sets the tone of the playoffs. For sure, it does. It can. For us, and I want to just be hopeful and have just a positive outlook on this game and on this team. I think this was kind of a learning game for us, trying to see what our opponent looks like. What are they prepared for? Obviously, without Kawhi Leonard, we should have took advantage and really got the job done and secure a win on the road. However, with Kawhi possibly being back for game 2, that can make things a lot harder for us, and I just hope that this team is able to get things going. But to go right into our segments, we got to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's really hard to find anything good. I guess I got to give it to Kyrie Irving late in the second half. I think he went 20 straight points in the third or fourth quarter. In one of those quarters, he went 20 straight points. Didn't miss a single shot. Shout out to Kyrie for just doing the things that we need from our stars, along with Luka Doncic, who also looked good in the second half. Those guys are really good. The only good that I can really find. The bad would have to be just that stretch in the second quarter, the entire second quarter where we just couldn't score at all. 8 points. 8 points in the second quarter, that's bad. Ugly is also the 8 points in the second quarter, along with just our inability to score in the first half in general. We finished the first half with just 30 points. That's ugly. That's ugly, and I'm not worried though. I'm not worried because I don't think that this Dallas Mavericks team will do this again in game 2, and then again in game 3, and again in game 4. I don't believe it. This team has gone through a crazy up and down season. We closed the season out very well. The team knows how to play their brand of basketball that wins. And it's a best of 7. Of course, this was pretty brutal. It sucked, but I was live and my energy was not here for it. However, I'm not worried because I have faith in this team. And until it's game 7 and the final buzzer rings and we lose, I still have faith that we can pull it off. We can make it out the first round. It won't be easy. I understand that. I know I've been talking a lot of mess, talking about Mavs in 3. I ain't worried about Kyrie, or I'm not worried about Kawhi. I get it. I talked my mess, and I'm going to stand by what I said. I still have faith in this team. Maybe Mavs in 5 or 6, but we got to bounce back. We got to learn from our mistakes and go forward. I definitely want to see more of Josh Green. Didn't see a whole lot of him, but the moments that you did see Josh Green, he was doing all the right things, all the hustle plays. He was hitting his free throws. He was everywhere. Definitely want to see him probably over Tim Hardaway, but it's all about the adjustments that we make. Hopefully, Jason Kidd can get it going. Like I said, I'm not blaming just Jason Kidd. I think the whole team just did not look ready to play, and hopefully, after that horrible first half, like I said, the second half was a lot better, and hopefully that translates into game 2 on Tuesday, where the team just comes out with a better mentality, ready to attack, ready to get things going. But like I said, it's just game 1. I'm not worried. A lot of people were saying Mavs in 5 or Mavs in 6. If we're going to win in 6 or 7 games, that means we're going to lose at least 1. However, with us not having home court advantage, we have to win at least 1 away game for us to really have a shot at winning the whole thing, or just winning this series, going on off to the second round. But we're going to be here. We're covering everything, going live, so make sure you subscribe. Check out our Twitter, Discord, link description below. We are doing a free jersey giveaway. Consider becoming a channel member, and that's the only way to enter in our giveaways. But keep your heads up, Mavs fans. We're not out of it just yet. We're down, but we're not out. We still got 6 more games. A lot can change between now and Tuesday. A lot can change, in the next week and a half. We're not out of it just yet. Keep hope alive. And until next time, y'all take care. Peace.